Good morning, everybody. I am Mr. Wissam Wagi, your English teacher, Khudair Language Schools. Today, we're gonna explain Unit 3, Connect Plus. What's on your plate? 1. Look, listen, and read. I always have fruit at breakfast. An apple or a banana. There are lots of vitamins in fruit, and there is fiber too. Do you like fruit, honey? Yes, I do. But what are vitamins? Why do we need them? Vitamins are nutrients in some foods. They are good for all parts of your body and they make you strong. Mom says we should eat lots of fruit to get the vitamins we need. That's good because fruit is delicious. Are there vitamins in eggs? Yes, there are. Now we will go back to the first point. I always have fruit. If we look at have here, have, what does it mean? Have, it means eat or drink. If it's followed by food, it means eat. For example, I have fish. And if it's followed by a drink, it means drink. Like, I have juice. This is the first point. Then we will go to the next point, which is there are. We have the word here, which is there. Sometimes it's followed by is, and sometimes it's followed by are. If we have there is, it must be followed by a singular noun. It must be followed by a singular noun. For example, we will say there is a book on the desk. And if it's followed by are, it must be followed by a plural noun. For example, we can say, there are books on the desk. This is for the affirmative. If we wanted to get the negative form of there is and there are, we can put the word not after is or are. And as we know, we can abbreviate is plus not to be isn't, and are plus not to be aren't. So if we go to the previous example, we can say there is a book on the desk. We can get the negative form out of it to say there isn't a book on the desk. And for the other example, which is there are books on the desk, and we wanted to get the negative form out of it, we will say there aren't books on the desk. Let's get the question out of there is and there are. We can begin with is, then there. And in the plural, we can begin with are and there. So the example, which is there is a book on the desk, and we wanted to get the question, we will say, is there a book on the desk? And for the plural, we will say, are there books on the desk? Now we will go to other point, which is the word to, T-O-O. This word, it means also, but it comes at the end of the sentence. It comes at the end of the sentence. Now we will go to another point, which is, do you like fruit, Hani? Do you like fruit? This is a question which answer must begin with yes or no. But we wanted to know that it begins with do or a helping verb. So any question which begins with a helping verb, we have to answer it by yes or no. For example, do you like fruit? We have to answer with yes or no. If we said yes, we have to say, yes, I do, as Hani said. Or if we wanted to get to answer with no, we have to say, no, I don't. This is a question with yes or no. Now, let's go to another point, which is the question begins with a question word. Like, what are vitamins and why do we need them? If we look at the first question, we have to know that we have to begin with a question word, then a helping verb, after that the subject, then the main verb, and if we have an object or a completion, we have to put it, then the question mark. This is to make a question. And also we have another question, which is, why do we need them? This question, which begins with why, we have to answer it by using the word because or to. Because or to. Let's go to another point. Vitamins are nutrients in some foods. They are good for here, this word, which means useful for. Useful for. Let's complete. All parts of your body, and they make you strong. Let's stop with this sentence. Make you strong. If we have the verb make, it must be followed by an object. Then we have to add an adjective. Let's complete. Mom says we should eat lots of fruit to get the vitamins. We should eat. We will stop with the word should. Here we have the grammar of this unit, which is should. If we look at the form of this word should, it comes with all subject pronouns. So we can add I, he, she, it, we, they, and you. And also we can add any singular noun or any plural noun. Should must be followed by the infinitive. The infinitive, it means the bare verb. The verb without any additions. For example, you should eat healthy lunch every day. Let's talk about the usage of this word, should. Should plus infinitive is used to give advice. For example, he should eat healthy food. Now we will talk about the negative of the word should. Should, if we wanted to get the negative form out of it, we have to add not after it. And also we can abbreviate should plus not to be shouldn't. So we have to say subject plus shouldn't plus the infinitive. For example, you shouldn't eat cookies every day. Let's talk about the question, the yes or no question. In this kind of question, we have to begin with should, then the subject. After that, we have to put the infinitive. And if there is an object, we have to add it and the question mark. For example, Should he eat some food with carbohydrates? Yes, he should. Or no, he shouldn't. Or no, he shouldn't. Let's go to the other page. This is the vocabularies. Listen and read. It's important to get a balance of the right kind of food. Our bodies need lots of different nutrients, including vitamins and minerals, to work well and be healthy. This healthy eating plate is a good way to think about what we need. Let's talk about the first one. We should try to eat 5 to 7 pieces of fruit and vegetables a day. There are lots of vitamins in fruit, such as vitamin C. There is also fiber. Fiber is very important in healthy diet. Number 2, carbohydrates give us energy. We can get these in bread, pasta, rice, and cereal. Number 3, we need protein to help us grow and to make our bodies strong. There is protein in meat, fish, and eggs. There is protein in dairy food, such as milk and cheese, too. Dairy foods also give us vitamins and a mineral called calcium. Calcium is good for our bones, heart, and muscles. Number 5, we need some fats too, because they give us energy and help us absorb some important vitamins. There are healthy fats and oils such as olive oil and butter. Now, we can say like a hint, many foods such as cakes, biscuits, and soda contain sugar. We shouldn't eat or drink a lot of sugar. Let's go to the third point. Cover the picture, ask and answer. Can you remember a food in the dairy section? I know cheese. Can you remember a food in carbohydrates section? Let's answer the first one. Can you remember a food in the dairy section? He said, yes, I know cheese. Can you remember a food in carbohydrates section? Let's say, yes, we can say bread. Another person says rice. This is very good. Cornflakes. This is excellent. Pasta and flour. These can contain carbohydrates in it. Let's talk about this tip. We need different vitamins for different things. Vitamin C is good for our skin and it makes us strong. Can you find out what vitamins A, B, and D are good for? You can get it yourself. Let's talk about the new vocabs which are included in this page. The first one, nutrients. Nutrients. مواد غذائية. Carbohydrates. Carbohydrates. الكربوهيدرات. Fiber. Fiber. ألياف. Protein. Protein. البروتين أو البروتينات. fruit فاكهة. dairy منتجات ألبان. breakfast فطار. balance توازن. lots of كثير من. plate طبق. bread خبز. grow ينمو. absorb يمتص. vitamins فيتامينات. fats دهون. minerals مواد معدنية. sugar سكر. vegetables خضروات. delicious لذيذ. some بعض. different مختلف. including يشتمل على أو يتضمن. energy طاقة. cereal طعام من الحبوب. الكالسيوم. important هام. وبكده نكون خلصنا الدرس الأول، وأتمنى أن أشوفكم قريب في الدرس الثاني إن شاء الله. انتظرونا قريبا. Thank you very much and I hope we will meet again soon. Wait for me for the next lesson. Goodbye. Is to know that